Sydney Sweeney is literally Stormfront. Unlike every other content creator, I don't believe in burying the lead because lead is toxic and it doesn't belong in the ground. So let's get right to it. Literally, everyone has long since unanimously condemned Sydney Sweeney for promoting well-known supremacist merch brand American Eagle. But it's worse than most of you could imagine. Sydney Sweeney isn't just part of the SS squad, she's also literally Stormfront, the real-life super-Nazi fearlessly represented in The Boys. In case you don't speak German, Stormfront translates directly to Stormfront. SS again. But I don't expect you to take my expert word for it. So many TikTokers have already piled proof onto the internet. All you have to do is open your eyes and see.
Why does Sydney Sweeney always go braless and show off her chest?
These are the two most important issues we need to discuss. In most cases, it would be inappropriate to question a young woman's wardrobe choices because we all know bras support the patriarchy, not breasts, but in this case, hyperfixating on Sydney Sweeney's chest is both morally correct and natural.
Her boyfriend Scooter Braun reportedly set 3 disturbing rules for her.
I don't know who this Scooter Braun guy is, but I already hate him because he's allied himself with Sweeney, not because I'm jealous.
But what everyone noticed most was her deliberate decision to go braless. Some believe Sydney did it to promote her upcoming...
Key point, her decision to go braless was definitely not accidental. We all saw it in double definition. Scooter Braun is almost certainly a maniac, but that's not why Stormfront goes braless. It's actually a covert dog whistle to other 100-year-old feminazi bots.
Others think it's a sacrifice forced by her boyfriend Scooter Braun. First, Sydney's outfits must go through Scooter's approval. He believes that buzz is worth more than the work itself before every red carpet. He personally reviews her look to make sure it'll grab headlines and drive attention online. Second, Sydney isn't allowed to get too close to any man despite his polite public image. Scooter is said to be a Svengali-like control freak.
Correct. Any man who expects monogamy is a control freak.
Sydney Sweeney just dropped an OF. So Sydney Sweeney came out to her Twitter account to say, "So happy to announce I am launching my new OF. Celebrities aren't always getting into this scene and I want to make a change in the culture. I will be launching the link on August 12th at 3 p.m. EST. Hoping to show you what's under this jacket with a winking emoji. And you can see this is a picture from one of the recent ads."
False. I would know. I programmed an AI agent to refresh Sydney Sweeney's social media profile 69 times a day just in case she drops an OF. This person is clearly an SS propaganda shill grifter. All they did is repost the commercial, signal boosting and platforming the hate.
Crazy. And a lot of people are saying she's ending wokeness with this ad. Guys, if she's feeding into OF, isn't that woke?
False. OF is not woke. In fact, it platforms sex-based pay discrimination more than any other porn website. Until male OF workers earn the same as their more popular female counterparts, I will never subscribe to more than 1,000 OF profiles at any one time.
No wonder Sydney Sweeney has become one of Hollywood's most talked about actresses. Her success comes down to 4 key strengths. First, her dedication to her craft. On HBO's hit series Euphoria, no matter how demanding or unusual the director's requests.
Thank you for the arrows. I was having trouble locating Sydney Sweeney in this clip.
Third, her perfect proportions. Though she's only about 5, Sydney's figure looks perfectly balanced. Even gowns that usually only beauty queens could pull off, she wears them effortlessly, radiating confidence and elegance that leaves a lasting impression.
Correct. The more beautiful the clothing, the harder it is to look good in it.
Hey, what have been so easy for her just to say, wow, that really spun out of control. I didn't think about it. That obviously wasn't my intention. Also, American Eagle needs to be accountable to
Yeah,
this.
that's the other thing. It's the company. The real courage, the real confidence is apologizing.
Correct. Always apologizing when someone demands it, for any reason, is easy, and we all know doing the easy thing is always what's best for everyone. Nothing is more courageous than immediately caving in when you're accused of anything, and this is especially important for young actresses, and especially important for Sydney Sweeney. You should always be 100% compliant and do anything anyone tells you, especially if it's me, but not Harvey Weinstein, or Ghislaine Maxwell, or Alison Mackey. But otherwise, just do as you're told. Call me Sydney. Whatever brand made that top should be cancelled, and the pants cancelled. In fact, it should be illegal for anyone to sell clothing to Sydney Sweeney to remove her influence.
The two absolutely fucking worst people that you know, Scooter Braun and Sydney Sweeney, are dating and casually hanging out in Central Park.
I actually don't know Sydney Sweeney or Buddha Spawn personally. Maybe this pillar of masculinity could introduce me so that they could be the worst people I know as well.
This seems totally normal and natural, not at all staged for paparazzi. Believe it or not, I'm not rooting against this couple. In fact, I think that these two deserve each other. Nice socks, Scooter.
Excuse me? They do not deserve each other. Sydney deserves me. Shut up.
I am crazier!
We fell for her on the small screen.
He's super hot, congrats.
And were obsessed when she took on Hollywood.
I'm doing great.
But can Sydney Sweeney's career survive her recent scandals?
Why would I need to do that?
First up, the American Eagle jeans ad. People said it was basically a dog whistle for white supremacy.
My jeans are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great jeans.
That's Nazi propaganda.
In case you don't believe me, this visibly sane person just verified that it is, in fact, Nazi propaganda. No, her career can't recover. Soon she'll be destitute and probably end up marrying a YouTuber who just started his channel.
Then it was revealed she's a registered Republican, and Trump lapped it up.
Now I love her ad.
It was surreal.
She knows why it was controversial, and she doesn't care.
And when asked about it by GQ, she had this to say.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
That's an insane answer.
Correct. Thinking that people will hear when you speak is literally insane. I don't know why this guy is disguising his appearance with the fake nose and glasses. We need more truth-tellers like him.
Now, a theme has begun to emerge with her recent films. They've all flopped.
Achieving a pathetic hat-trick of 3 flops in a row.
Her most recent movie, Christie, was the 9th worst box office opening ever, making just over $600 per cinema.
Wait, what?
But with plenty still supporting her,
it's hard to be hot.
She's refused to bow to the woke mob. It's just jealousy.
Is Sydney Sweeney's career kaput or temporarily in troubled waters?
It's obviously, at least in troubled waters. I mean, no Hollywood celebrity wants to have everyone talking about them all the time, but I still don't think her career can recover. She might as well just marry the next guy who uploads a video to my YouTube channel. How do you know people do that? Seems like you're jumping to pretty big conclusions. I need to take a break for something. The charges against Sydney Sweeney are many. Causing arousal without consent. Making me think about her against my will. 2 counts of occupying too much space. 1 for each bib. Knowing what she did. Doing what she did. Knowingly doing what she did. Possibly flying. Commanding the power of electricity. Causing climate change via power of electricity. Box office flop, not apologizing when prompted by a random gremlin, having a boyfriend, being heterosexual, not being bisexual, not being gay, not being trans, possibly having an OF, not having an OF, not having an OF soon enough, and initials RSS. Having compiled the evidence on the list of crimes, my conclusion is Stormfront, Sydney Sweeney, destined to marry some guy nobody's ever heard of, probably.